My name is Bobby McFerrin, and I'm a singer. What I like to do with my voice is make up songs. I'm an improviser, and an improviser is a person that really sort of makes things up as he goes along. And I'm sure that a lot of fifth graders do that without realizing it. The next time that you're angry at your parents or something and you sing, I'm angry with my parents, I'm angry with my parents, you're improvising, and that's what I do. Or if you're hungry, I want something to eat, that's improvising, and that's basically what I do. I had the good fortune when I was growing up to have two very musical parents. My father sang with the Metropolitan Opera, and my mother and father met in church choir, so they were both singers. When I grew up, I heard opera, I heard Negro spirituals, I heard gospel music, I heard church music, Bach. And then I grew up in the 60s with Janis Joplin and Jimi Hendrix and Eric Clapton. And fortunately, my parents allowed me to explore all kinds of music because they felt it was very valuable for me to at least be open-minded enough to listen to all kinds of music. They loved all kinds of music, and so they encouraged me to listen and to study, really investigate the kinds of music that were out there. So now I can say that I owe it to my parents for giving me that kind of very fruitful musical education in the home, where I learned most of my musical lessons with my parents. So by the time I hit music school, I pretty much had a really good musical base. But that doesn't mean that kids who don't have musical parents cannot learn music or appreciate music. I just had an advantage. I never really thought that I was experimenting with vocal sounds. I always felt that somehow, as a singer, I could do more if I was singing without words. Words are good, and I do sing them, but it seemed like I was drawn more towards the kind of wordless singing because it gave me more flexibility melodically. The sounds were just sort of a byproduct of experimenting with melody and harmony and space and condensing these pieces that I would hear into the simplest ways of doing it. So I would take a piece like, Blackbird by the Beatles, and I would listen to it and I would decide what the most important elements in this piece were. I would try and sing something that would suggest the bass, the harmony, and the melodies simultaneously. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. I don't have to sing anything except that. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Then it's time for boom. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. I would try and find the things that worked. I love the search process, trying to find the right note, the right dynamic, how to turn a phrase, the rewards of sitting down and saying, okay, I'm going to find some gold in this piece. I'm going to let it tell me where it wants to go. It's really, really exciting. There was a time when I did not use my body as a percussive instrument, but there was a song that I was singing. There's an a cappella piece in concert one day, and I don't know, some creative notion had me start playing on my chest, and so I started, I'm looking for love, and it just felt so good to do it that I have been doing it since. Not only do I feel rhythms coming out of my body, but now I feel them going in by playing on my body. It's fun. The advice I would give for students who want to experiment with their voices is just do it.